They had a little washout through here, so get off the bike, push a little bit. Some of the surface washed away. Over the course of time, it's kind of eroded. I guess the bridge washed out or something down there years ago. They've had this in place for a few years now. Had so much water that debris has washed up to this point. Dry now. Okay, go across. So just dismount your bike and walk through. If you're not worried about your tires, that's up to you. I'll take the easy way. Okay, back on the trail. Towpath. We call it a towpath because the mules were once here back in the 1800s. That's how they propelled the boats, canal boats. Alrighty, on we go. Lock 36. Oh, yep. Leaves are blocking the view pretty much, but you can see some. And still another crossover here. It's a new railing post. Inlet lock 3. Water got up over to here at about an 11 or 12 foot level. Slowed down to about 6-7 miles an hour. Little viewing speed. If I get too slow, then I can't keep the bike straight. Still investigating the speeds and all that with this bike. Just a little over 100 miles on it. Alternating bikes right now. But tonight I got this Priority Current bike. It's a belt drive. I like it. A lot of new stuff to me. When I'm on my Surly, my pedaling cruising speed with a full load, and that's pretty heavy sometimes, 125, 130 pounds or more. So usually about 8 miles an hour, 9 miles an hour. But I need to lighten things up if I'm going to be using that bike anymore. My stamina is not as much as it used to be. Good view, look at that. But this bike allows me to get out further and see things. I'm still working for it. That's a nice view there. So, bicycles are tools. Different tools in the workshop. So pick the one that works best. I'm fortunate that I can. Now anyway. Look at that. .62, so not much further. Oh, 60.7, not 61.7. Gotta go to 60.7. So almost 61. A little past it. To the crossover bridge. Surface is great. Look at that. I mean, you got to watch on the sides sometimes, and up here you might see it further. But there's some washouts, and it's working into the towpath surface, so you really got to be careful. Keep your eyes on the towpath ahead of you. And sometimes there's branches that fell, jagged or sharp ends. So there's hazards here. Just have to watch them. Sometimes some loose gravels. Stuff like that. So 109.7. So that means I've gone 10 miles. Or no, 11 miles. 11 miles. Anyways, I'll get to a point where I'm not focusing on the details, just be able to ride. It's a new bike, so I'm looking to see how far I can get on certain levels of assist. Don't really need it unless I'm on a long ride, and then I'm sort of tiring out. But it's good just to kick in there and let the bike do half of the work or a third of the work. Kind of the same thing about cassette gears, really, because this one only has a low gear down to about 30 gear inches, whereas cassette touring bike, it goes down to, well, mine goes 17. So that's a lot of low gearing that this bike doesn't have, but the motor makes up for it. So whether it's mechanical like a cassette, or it's a bike with a motor, it's basically the same thing. And it's your own ride. It's my ride, so I determine how I want to ride it. It's the fact that I'm getting out here and seeing what's here. You know, sometimes we wake up and we don't feel like doing certain things, but this allows it to happen more so, I think. It's like this is where they redid some of the stonework here and back further, or up ahead. Yeah, they redid some of this wall. Different places. Over here somewhere is the Maryland Heights Trail. I think it's down here further where there's steps. We've got this ramp too for bicyclists. It used to be able to park over here, but they haven't had that for many years, since the slide that they had. Mudslide. Temperature is very nice out right now. I'd say it's in the upper 70s. It's cooled down from the low 80s, I think. Yeah, over here is Maryland Heights Trail. Over there. I hiked it up once or twice. If you're out of shape, it takes a little bit. And this should be 61. And just a little bit further would be the spiral stairs. You got to watch it right here. See some of these places? Erosion happens. And some of them don't have edges. You can go right off there if you're not careful. I don't know why I think about that every time. I guess I think about someone who may not know about it. Nice view, look at that. I hear a train. Trains are coming. Not a great view. I'll be able to pick it out though.